Good morning. I'm coming to you from my home. I haven't done a video in a while. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get on a train because of the pandemic, and I was going to take a train ride. For those of you who love me, my Amtrak views, a lot of people are not renting their spaces out to people who are taking mass transportation right now. Gets to be too confusing, so I'm staying home as far as that goes. Got something exciting coming up. You'll see it after a while. But so I thought what I would do is do the all impressive shoe review. Now, most of these that I see are for those that hike and trail hiking, and they go into provision stores and they get whatever is there. The ones I've seen, and I've seen quite a few, haven't talked about what my podiatrist actually told me of how to pick out a good shoe. Now, it doesn't matter whether you are hiking or whether you are taking the train. You're going to be doing some walking if you take a train. You go on a train ride. Believe me, even if you take SkyCap services and you do nothing more than walk from the train to the inside of the station, if you're in a big hub, you're going to be doing walking, okay, in the major cities. So what got me to thinking about it, doing the video, I've been putting it off in the back of my mind, is because I don't think it's that interesting, really. But I've seen a lot of videos and on hiking, and I wanted to put my 2 cents worth in there. I will say I have fractured both of my feet. Hairline fractures. Now this, I don't want to get political, but this came up in, this past week that Joe Biden fractured his foot playing with his dog. We say, oh, okay, what's the big deal with that? Number two, he's old. I have had those same fractures just from doing nothing, just putting stress, that's why they call them stress fractures, just putting stress on your feet, not treating them right, each foot. The last time that happened, and I was half his age, so it doesn't matter how old you are. So the last time that happens, I will say I could not walk. I could walk around, but I could not do hiking, walking, that type thing, long distance walking, for 6 months straight. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to walk again, so it is a serious issue. So I'm going to tell you what the podiatrist told me how to pick out shoes. And I will say it's not what you may think. It's not having to do with comfort necessarily. When I watch the trail hikers, it's interesting because the ones who are really young, 20s, 30s, they want to go with comfort. And I hear them say all the time, because I follow a lot of people who are through hikers on the AT, the Appalachian Trail, and the really young ones are like, oh, I love these shoes because it makes me feel like I'm barefoot. Yeah, okay. I spent my whole childhood up into my adulthood barefoot. I'm from the South, so we just go barefoot. I don't think it helps. When you get to be middle-aged and older, that's going to come back to bite you possibly. I hear those who are in their middle age and older when they're hiking, they're like, yeah, I tried those that, it's kind of funny to me, yeah, I tried those shoes that felt like you were barefoot, but then my feet hurt, or this happened, or I slipped, or whatever. So they switch. So it's very important, probably one of the most important, if not the most important piece of gear when you are traveling or when you are hiking, is going to be your shoes to protect your feet. Again, I have fractured both of my feet at different times. I've broken several toes doing nothing harmful. I didn't fall, nothing that happened, just stress. Okay. So what the podiatrist told me, and you want something that's comfortable. I have a wide foot, so I've got 2 different brands here. This is, these were given to me. This is called Grid, It looks new because it probably is. I have not worn these, but it's got, you want to have something that has nice tread so you don't slip. These are thick with the treads. They breathe. Both of these brands, and this is Asics. This is my favorite, is Asics. To be honest, these fit the best. These feel the best to me. These feel to me like I'm barefoot. See all the, you can tell I've worn these. That doesn't come out. Got several pairs of those. They are breathable. The only bad part about it is they do get wet. They're not waterproof. And I do have these Asics. These have been with me. I just want to show you the before and after. These have holes in the back. I have worn these over 10,000 miles on my Amtrak trips and hiking. I still wear them around the house. Can't get rid of them. When you get a good pair of shoes, you get a good pair of shoes. Just want to show that for purposes. So what you want to do, of course you want something that feels good. But the most important thing, what the podiatrist told me, is make sure that your shoe doesn't bend any more than your foot naturally bends. If you can take your shoe, and I can't find any because I've thrown them all away, if you can take your shoe and roll them up in a ball with your hands, that's not the right kind of shoe to be walking in. It's okay for around the house when you're sitting down. It's okay. Right now, I don't have shoes on around the house. I just show you. I got socks. I got my winter little sock. It's cold outside. I got my little stockings on. I don't wear shoes around the house, but if I'm out walking, I will. What you want to do, and I'm going to put the camera down, hoping it's going to film this correctly. If not, I've just wasted a video. But what you want to look for the most, and it doesn't matter the brand, but what you want to look for the most, see if I can get this here, is to make sure it doesn't bend any more than your foot does. Your foot only bends at the toes. It doesn't bend all up in here naturally. That's where your fractures come from. Make sure that it only bends, I can't bend the back here, the front, the toe. These grids do. The Asic does. Actually, these grids do better. That would be a better walking shoe. I need to get those out. These do. And I will pull this one out that's got over 10,000 miles on them. They still, and they're bending a little bit. They're starting to bend. I've worn them out. They're starting to bend. The last toe I broke, I had these shoes on when I was in San Diego. Walked in these. But they still hold up pretty good. They don't roll up in a ball, but see how they do? Let's see. See how that does like that? I shouldn't be walking in these. Plus they're split. Tread's worn out. But I wear them when if I'm just walking around the yard, I'll put those on. But see, here's one that they do bend. You shouldn't have that. They should just bend. These are big two brands. So this is what I wanted to show you. I hope it came out in the video because I can't do this with one hand. Footwear. Footwear is probably the most overlooked on a trail or traveling until it's too late, until you're already hurt. Think of that first. Okay? So hope to be bringing some more videos to you. Cannot get on a train. Don't think I'm going to get on a train. Hopefully in 6 months. But it's not safe right now to go. Can't find a place who will take me except for hotels, which I don't want to stay in because I'm traveling on mass transit, even if I do take the train. But I'll see what I can do. And until next time, stay safe.